Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show, Episode 5, Monday morning, the 8th of 2018. Again, this is a show where we're going to be talking about news from various internet sources and just trying to talk about this stuff in a common sense way, trying to bring people together from opposite sides of the spectrum because no one's talking, and when they do talk, it just gets very bad. So that's what we're going to try to do here. That's what we're trying to accomplish. Right now, you can send in your comments or questions or anything you want to talk about to commonsenseman@gmail.com, commonsenseman@gmail.com, and that is common sense with a K, Starting the news today, we'll start with CNN. What's on CNN? And the big news on CNN is that after Oprah Winfrey's speech last night at the Golden Globes for her great award, is she actively thinking of running for president in 2020? Wow, very interesting. I think Oprah would be a great leader. I'm not sure if she knows the political side of it. Not sure about that, but she might be a great leader, which is a good thing. That's what we need, is a leader, not just a president, a leader for the whole country. At least try to be a leader. Second on the news here at the CNN is the decision today is going to be made if they're going to deport 250,000 people from El Salvador that were here since 2001 because of that devastating earthquake that happened back there. So I believe in 2001 that was President Bush was in office, so he was part of this, letting them in. They've been getting extra stays because El Salvador hasn't been provided great. It hasn't rebuilt itself to satisfaction yet. So now today, supposedly Trump will probably kick them out. That's sad because I'm sure all those people most of them are contributing good to this society with jobs that that most people are probably not going to take. Let's be honest with each other. But that's scheduled to happen today. On the other side, Super Bowl coming up here in about 3 weeks. Pink. The performer Pink will be doing the national anthem. So that should be good. Actually, I'm kind of excited at that. Moving over to Fox News. Their big news thing on their website is Tension in Tinseltown. This comes from last night. It says Hollywood brings its dirty laundry to America's living rooms after year of sexual harassment scandals. You can read about that. I won't get into it, but definitely was some bad things happening in Hollywood. I'm sure that's been happening for years, for probably since Hollywood started, and now it's just coming out, which is kind of odd to me why all of a sudden it just comes out. Other things here on Fox News is Michael Goodman Trump a better president than President Hillary would have been at this point? Who knows? Perhaps President Trump is doing good things as a president. I believe he does do some good things, but as all I'm saying is lead the country. Don't be a president that makes decisions based on influence from other people, which I think he does. Lead the country. Lead everybody. Do good things. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving over to CNBC. The big news on CNBC is that homeowners are sitting on trillions in cash. What are they referring to? That all the equity that they have obtained this year, because it was a big year in real estate, prices rising, so they are sitting on over $5 trillion in tappable equity. Now, if they start tapping into this, it could even do better for the economy, but beware, because it's not going to last forever. Will it be a bubble like 2008? I don't think so. But things will change. They just can't keep going up, because pretty soon no one will be able to afford anything. Anything else on CNBC? iPhone X sales are worse than expected. I have an iPhone X. I like it, but apparently they're worse than expected. And I think my opinion is because it came out with iPhone 8 also, and 8 Plus, and then at the 10, the X. Why not have just come up with the X, only give everybody one choice, and believe me, their sales would have been way better. Another little deal here on CNBC. Cryptocurrencies are plunging, led by Ripple. everything has dropped major, but Ripple has had the biggest effect because of the, they're floating right around that $2, $3, $4 range. So any effect to them is major, where like Bitcoin is in the $14,000, almost $15,000 range right now. Nothing else really going that I could see that's interesting on CNBC. Hey, let's move over to sports, huh? So if you weren't around this weekend or you weren't paying attention, NFL was wildcard weekend, and Tennessee beat KC 22-21. Atlanta Falcons beat the Rams 26-13. Buffalo lost to Jacksonville 10-3, and New Orleans survived with Carolina 31-26. So what does that mean for this coming up weekend? That means that Tennessee will be at. Oh wait, sorry, read the wrong one. That means that I didn't have the right thing here. Anyways, it'll be a good coming up weekend. I don't have those games right here. I don't have that. Sorry. The other big thing on ESPN is that for the national championship game, which is tonight, and I believe that is at 5:30, Alabama against Georgia. The NAACP, which is the National Association for the Achievement of Colored People, is planning to do a protest at that game with white towels to simulate a blizzard against. Then they're protesting Trump, obviously, because he's going to be there. So that should be interesting to see. That's about it on the ESPN side. Unless anyone wants to discuss anything, please email me at commonsenseman@gmail.com. Going to entertainment, TMZ, their top thing is going back to the Oprah thing from last night, saying that she should run for president in 2020. She gave a really great speech, and obviously Oprah is just a great human being. That's about it that I can see that's interesting on the entertainment side. Moving over to travel and leisure, good article they just pulled up for those of you that are going to be traveling this summer. That's when most people do travel. If you're doing international travel, double check your passport. It needs to be valid 6 months beyond the date of your travel. So make sure, because I've actually ran into that with someone traveling where we got to the airport and it was going to expire in 2 months. Luckily, where we were going, Turks and Caicos, it wasn't an issue because we were only going for a week. But double check that, because that could stop you from going, and that wouldn't be fun if you're all excited to go on a vacation, which I love traveling, and then get shot down at the airport. Not a very good thing. That's about it today, Monday. It's a little slow. I apologize. The weekend. I'm not fully there yet. But please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will get better. The Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show. Again, where we just want to talk about news and everything on a common sense way. Get people together. Get people to understand things clearer from a common sense way. From that's all I can say. It's from a common sense way. Let's just look at it realistically. Let's just not blame things and point fingers at people. Let's try to make this a better place. That's it. So we'll see you guys Tuesday, tomorrow, the 9th. Have a great rest of your Monday, world.